recording.
Bro, man. Wait, what beat is that?
See, I don't know. I'm just waiting for somebody to say something.
Well, I was about to highlight something that I didn't even realize until just now is this is our 20th
This is our 20th episode.
Yeah.
It is. It really is. We got here faster than I thought we would.
Yeah, 20
Well, 20 weeks.
Well, I mean, yes. yes and no, because we double up on episodes sometimes. I mean, not to snitch us out, but we kind of
It's just out.
we double up episodes, so it's like it's got
Oh, that's why they still talking about Toronto being in the playoffs.
yeah, because it's like I mean, I know some podcasts that I thought were really good and they didn't make it past 5 or 6 episodes. So I think it's pretty good that we made it to 20.
And I know
we
some
still somewhat
podcasts
each
that
other.
are really bad, and they are episode what? Why is everybody looking at me like I'm not taking a shot? Stop it. There's a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
There's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of podcasts, but Rez knows exactly what podcast he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not.
Bro, are you on the logo?
Huh? What?
Are you on the logo?
No, I am not on the logo.
I was saying, are you wearing the shirt?
First of all, pause. This is going left. Hold up.
When you see the high take, you don't know what's going on.
First of all, respect my G. The podcast I was with, we went hard for a good. What episode are they on?
50s, I think. I don't know.
They gotta be in the 60s by now.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Alright, well, the first 40 though. The first 40.
Shit was fire, huh?
Them just was hot. No, but like y'all set me up. I just realized what just happened. Like
No, we didn't.
no, because it's gonna be a hot take. I understand.
No, we didn't.
No, it's
say.
not about
Hey,
that.
you pointed out that we had 20 episodes, and I was like, yeah, I know some good podcasts. Some good podcasts that don't make it past 5 or 6. And you said,
And then you say, I know some that don't. They on episode. Yeah, Adrian.
I'm just saying. Like I listened to one the other day, and I was just like, how the hell did they make this 50 some odd episodes, 60 some odd episodes? Not the one I'm wearing, but
Okay.
I'm talking about. I can see how that can be misconstrued. You know what? First of all, I'm proud because my niece is on this podcast.
we
right?
gotta do the intro. We haven't done the intro
Right,
yet.
but it's a segue to this. Though.
Okay, I got you.
So
Go ahead.
we were at church. We were at church today, and the minister had a quote from Oprah, and the quote said, "Silence may be misinterpreted, but it's never misquoted." And I should have been silent when y'all brought up the whole podcast thing. Are you wearing their shirt? Because now it could be taken out of context, be like, oh yeah, he throwing shots at a podcast that he used to be a part of, and you know what I'm saying? It's just all bad, man. Episode 20.
It is.
Okay, I see.
That boy good.
Clean that up. You cleaned that up, man. Yeah, Speak Between the Lines podcast, episode 20.
Yes.
We are back in the building. This is
We
your boy,
are.
King Ave.
Join with J Rock is in the building.
Young Rez.
My name is China Wilson.
Hey, formal.
Hey, there we go.
Formal.
There we go. We got a special guest in the building.
Hey, my niece in the building. Hey.
Bring that joint.
Anyway, so 20 episodes. We didn't think we were gonna get past one. Cause when you listen to episode 1,
You'll understand why.
listen, the sound quality was bad. So I'm just saying we appreciate your download. I'm just saying.
Yes, it was terrible. But I had somebody listen to episode 1 the other day, and they said it wasn't that bad. Like they didn't even bring up sound.
You know
quality.
what though?
It's everybody's interpretation. So
It is.
But I think their interpretation is given to us with roses because I've not heard anybody say anything negative about episode 1, and then I go back and listen to episode 1, and I'm like,
Yeah, you hear big
but you're
difference.
your worst critic. So
am I? Because I've been getting some hate from some people.
no, but like you're probably gonna see it worse than what it really is because it's your work. So you're gonna criticize your own work harder than anyone is going to do it.
That's why I keep you around.
You should definitely keep her around.
Gotta love family. All right.
You're your worst enemy when it comes down to it. So
Bet. So, wins and losses?
Wins and losses, dubs and L's.
Dubs and L's.
Did you come with that today?
Okay.
Wow.
I really didn't, because nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I will tell them. This nigga did not come with nothing.
Wow. He's going to go and put that on out there. Like,
This nigga.
did you at least have that?
You got a topic? Nope.
You got equipment?
You got any questions? No.
That boy came.
You got any equipment with you? No.
He came with nothing. He came with his body today. That was the only thing he came with. He came with
That
nothing
nigga
else.
said my presence is enough.
Bro, he had
Was you
no
late?
topic,
Yeah.
no would you rather questions, and then showed up 2 hours late. Bro, what's going on?
What is wrong?
So apparently,
got heart to
y'all,
heart.
we know what the L is for this week.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, nah. So I did have an L this week. Apparently, I was late. I had
Apparently, no, that's a fact.
Yes.
well, they didn't know that until y'all just put it on out there.
Oh well.
But no, I had a nail in my tire. So
Yeah.
I had to go and get that fixed on Sundays. I mean, tire shops open,
That's true.
so you know.
Was it free? Did they hook you up with just the plug?
No.
You had to buy a tire?
No. I mean, I got the plug, but
Oh.
they charged me for it wasn't free.
How bad was it? How much they hit you?
That was on $10.
I mean, that's not that big of a L.
How long did it take to fix?
15 minutes.
When you found out your tire was flat?
Last night.
This nigga.
You see what's going? You see what's
Are
going
you
on here, right? You see what's
kidding?
going on here,
Okay,
right?
Oh, this nigga.
Okay.
Hold up. What's
what's
that?
going on? You see what's
You's a
going on here,
nigga,
right?
and I don't mean that in no nice way.
All right, so where can you go at 10 o'clock at night to get a tire?
What time did you get up?
The place isn't open till 10.
But what time did you get up?
I was up at 7. Nigga, don't look at me sideways, nigga.
You was up at 7 o'clock this morning.
And then I went back to sleep. But originally I got up at 7.
Oh man.
What time did you leave the house?
At 9.
You left the house at 9. The place opened at 10.
Yeah.
How far was the place from your house?
Why we?
Because I'm finna catch this nigga up. Like,
Okay.
there's no way.
Yeah, I hope you're getting ready for this.
Nah, I'm done. Hey, what's your win and loss for this
I hope
week?
you're getting ready for this.
Like, there's
Nah, I'm
no
done.
way.
Bro.
Said open at 10. What time you leave? 9. So you drove an hour on a
No.
flat tire?
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm done.
Just say you got caught.
No, I'm done.
I understand.
Hey, go next. Hey,
don't-
go next. No,
Don't be
we're
done.
done.
Don't be done yet. It's too early. It's too early in the podcast. We're not even 10 minutes.
Did you say he drove an hour on a flat tire?
Why are we still on this tire? I said I'm
I
done.
couldn't even get down the
Abe,
street
go
on a
to
flat
your
tire.
wins and
Straight
losses.
into the fence.
Straight on a flat tire.
No, I was trying to get to Latino's tire shop. I'm not kidding.
Okay, it wasn't flat. It was just
Straight into
low.
the rims.
No, it wasn't on the rim.
Started smoking.
It wasn't on the.
I had to
Okay.
pull over.
You know what?
I was taking the tire off of myself.
Oh my
Had to jack it up.
You know what? We should end this podcast early. You know.
Hold on. Oh,
No,
Mr. Malley,
yeah.
order in the court. Order in the court, damn it. Order in the court. Order in the court.
There's be a guest on the podcast doing this.
Oh
This
shit.
ain't even your podcast.
Oh shit.
Goodness gracious. Just everybody just slow down. We're not even 10 minutes into the
Yo.
episode yet.
Yo, nigga, all I saw was the Rocky meme. Throw in the damn towel. Oh, my head.
gosh.
God, my head is hurting. Oh, my
We are
God.
making some valid points though, bro. You were bad late.
Okay.
You were
Yes,
bad late.
I was
to be
bad
early.
late.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Y'all got to go on without me.
All right.
No, this week's happening.
So that was it. That was it. That's all you
yeah.
got. That's all you
Yeah,
got.
that's
for
all
it?
I got.
Yeah, I don't got nothing.
That nigga's done.
All right, man. God.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Give me a second.
We need a second. Everybody need a second.
I just
You want to go? I'll go.
No, go ahead.
All right. So my win is actually, I've ever since I started my my Black Panther thing, I've kind of been seeing some results and stuff, and
Yeah.
getting my weight down and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of makes me feel good. When you accomplish something, it makes you want to like do other stuff.
I got
Yeah.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Like set dentist appointments and shit, and we take care of yourself in one area, it makes you want to take care of yourself
In the
in
next
other
area.
areas. You know what I mean? So that's all I got.
Dentist is not a priority to your body look.
It is a
Oh,
priority.
she on fire, boy. She ready to go. The guns are going.
Hold on, damn it. Nah, it is.
Boy, she letting this thing
It
spray
is.
today.
And I get my just gonna start this out. I get my
This
teeth
is
clean.
America.
I get my teeth clean every 6 months. I get my teeth clean every 6 months. But you know when you take care of yourself, you start looking for other ways in your life to be better.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Y'all got to lower my mic.
Don't go
So
me
the
too
vegetable
hard.
aisle is like the first place you go to in the grocery store.
Yes.
Get your apples and
Get my apples, get my pineapple and stuff.
celery, broccoli.
Celery, with a little bit of ranch or maybe some peanut butter, depending on how I'm feeling that day.
Okay.
She doesn't believe you.
She waiting for you to make one mistake.
Hey, you know what I'm doing? I'm agreeing with whatever she said because I'm not trying to get that clap action like you did.
It's like,
So if I was in a vegetable aisle, she said I was in a vegetable aisle.
Yep.
I was in a vegetable aisle.
yo, nigga, she a Terminator with that hoe too. Like just one hand cocked, like on the bike. Like,
Oh yeah, man. So that's my win, bro.
oh man,
Are you connected? Do you hear? Can you got something for us now?
you know what?
Don't be scared now.
Nah, I am a little hesitant because she like right next to me.
Bro, because I thought what I said was fine, and then she found some shit. I was like, no, wait, hold on, I get my teeth cleaned all the time, damn it. Let me just make that clear, gosh.
I'm not trying to take anyone apart. I'm just,
No,
No.
no,
I'm
you
just
are.
talking facts.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
And tell the truth. Tell the whole truth.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
be
no.
real careful from now on. Go ahead. Rest.
It's okay. I'm just on here for today. It's all right.
Oh boy.
I'm
Just
gunshot.
right now.
I'm gunshot. I'm good. I'm good.
So what you got?
Nothing. Like, nigga, she got the pistol.
No, Mike. Come on.
Nah,
Talk about
You
your
gotta have
win.
something.
my God. This week was, you know what? No, it was a dub. So, don't get me. All right. So, shout out to my mom, my stepmom. She had her birthday.
Oh, you see what he's doing? He going with the soft topic. So shout out to my mom, my stepmom. She can't clap me for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and be good.
That's what you think. This might be one of the funniest moments ever. No, but no. Shout out to my stepmom. We had the surprise birthday party for her in Shreveport, so that went through fine, except for one thing. So you know when you try to surprise your mom, right? So dad has to lie to her to get her to the party.
I got you.
Sorry.
So this dude tells
Let
her.
go.
So this dude tells her, "Hey, we're going out to a restaurant. I want you to dress up, right?" Now the party is like in this old abandoned mall, right?
Oh, okay.
It's crazy, right? But inside it looks amazing. I mean, like it's immaculate. Like it's 2 to 9s. Like when you walk in there, you would never know.
South Park?
I don't know where we were, but it was like right off of 20, right before you hit Shreveport. And so
So it's
we
like a
get
little hidden gem.
yeah, it's like this hidden gem. So I never would have pulled out there. So she gets out of the car and she sees nothing but cars. That's a sign. Just like
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
30 cars in the parking lot of this mall that you probably never would have been in. That's probably a sign. So we're like, okay, we're gonna turn the lights down. We're getting ready for her birthday. We're gonna yell out surprise. Everybody's excited, right?
Yeah.
There's a cameraman that's supposed to be recording all this. The cameraman doesn't wait till she gets inside. He walks his ass out the door,
Oh damn.
walks
Wow.
up to her and him, and records them walking down to the restaurant.
Wow.
And I'm like, nigga,
Yo.
like, it's a surprise party. She's not surprised anymore. It's like, why are you recording me? That's normal. I'm like, bro, we paid you too much money to do this shit.
To spoil the surprise, a surprise like that. That's crazy.
But she was still surprised, or she acted surprised when the lights came up and everything like that. But shout out to my brother Mookie. He put that all together like solo dolo. Like he didn't let nobody put in on it. Like he just did that thing. So it was dope. It was dope.
That's cool, man.
Am I good?
Why did you tell Granddaddy that there was gonna be a surprise party in the first place? Like you could have like tricked it to where he didn't really know either.
Well, technically, Mookie told him,
Explain yourself,
me,
brother.
and my brother.
But you said that he did it dolo by himself and nobody knew.
No, Mookie paid for everything. He set everything up.
Gotcha.
Y'all trying to catch me up.
No, I'm really
I'm Teflon. I'm Teflon in this piece.
No, I'm really.
She still has to get home.
No,
I'm her ride.
technically, Eric owns her own car, so. But
Who paying for that though?
but the thing is,
Clap back.
but the thing is though, is that what I'm saying is like to make it like even more like of a surprise. Like you could have done it where he didn't
Surprise
really know
both of
either.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's
So
not
he
a good
could-
liar.
So he couldn't have ruined it. That's what I'm talking about.
He ain't no good liar.
He couldn't have ruined it. And
got a
in a
point.
way, like he told her, we going to a restaurant. He drives her all the way out to this abandoned warehouse. And she will like, what kind of restaurant is this? I ain't no sign outside. There's just a bunch of cars. This could be a drug deal, a drug bust. I don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I
was
got a
out
point.
here,
I
took a wrong turn.
talked to mom after, man. She was on high alert.
She's like, where is this?
She's like, where
And
is
then
this?
she rolls up and there's a camera in her face. Like she don't know what's about to
Yeah,
go
that
down.
was crazy.
That's real talk.
Yeah. But shout out to my brother, man.
it-
Like they pulled it together.
Glad it turned out nice. That's good.
That's cool.
She's actually. We might have to bring her back. She's actually pretty good at this.
Yo, straight up, man.
Speaking of which, who are you?
China Wilson.
All right, let's talk to the audience. So,
China M. Wilson.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name's China M. Wilson. I am
Established.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a win or loss for the week?
Win or loss for the week?
You should have a dub.
have a dub.
What happened last week?
Last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week I graduated.
Yeah, that's,
Hey.
Okay, there you go.
yeah, that's a dub. So modest.
She probably didn't want to use that though.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you want
No,
to
it's
use?
okay. I graduated from TCC, Tarrant County College.
Hey, represent.
And honestly, they're great though, so I don't mind representing that. But it's a really awesome school. They have multiple campuses, so if you want to go but don't know if there's one near you, just look it up. And
She doing a plug. She can do reads.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, she's good. Okay, hold on. You might have a
But-
future in this.
no, but I got my associate's degree, and right now I'm at UTA working on my bachelor's for nursing. So trying to get that done. Took all my prerequisites at TCC also. And the thing about TCC that I really like is that literally all the classes you're taking there are like the same classes you would take at a university, just way more affordable.
Yeah.
So like if you're gonna if you're coming straight out of high school, and I know like everybody wants to go straight to a university and waste their money,
working.
but like honestly, you should just go to
Work, China.
community college and just get it done with for way more affordable, and you're not like in debt by the time you're done with just your basics.
good.
That is a really, 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 really good point, because that's
Yeah.
what I did. After I graduated high school, I went to Richland College and did all my basics there.
Yeah.
Because on top of what China just said, college may not even be for you. So why don't you
Yeah.
find out at that level, at the community college level, versus going to university? Fuck it up. Sorry, excuse my language.
Start
Messing up.
40, 50,000.
But the truth
Yeah,
is,
but
like,
then you go
there's
on
a-
academic probation, you bail out.
truth is,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people that go there undetermined about what they want to do anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you just go take the basics, take like a history class, English class,
You go
your
get your
entrance
general
level
studies.
class, and then just see if this is even for you.
Yeah.
The routine and everything, like see if it works out for you. And also nowadays, that wasn't available here, like say 20 years ago, was online classes. So like even if you have a job, you can work online, do it at your own pace. There's still ways to get an education.
There is.
At your own, at your own level, how you want to do it.
I love it.
She killing this.
Yeah, man.
You're a natural.
She is.
I'm impressed. Very nice. Podcasting's in our family. All right. Okay, so wait. Let's talk about it. So obviously, you're on the show for a reason. You do poetry.
Yes, I do.
Okay. How long have you been doing poetry?
Since I was 10.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So you are 12 years in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a veteran.
Yes.
That's what's up. So we would like you to give us one of your pieces. And
So the thing is, though, like I started writing poetry when I was 10. But when you're 10 years old, you write poetry like according to a child's mindset.
Right.
So my poetry didn't really start developing into more of like adolescent and adulthood till I was like 14. And then when I was around, how old was I? I was like around 16 is when it really switched to like more serious poetry. And then when I was around 18 is when I became part of like an actual poetry group. And that's when I really like developed my style more.
So what got you started? Like what was that thing at 10 that was like,
So,
you know, I want to do poetry?
At 10, I was going to church, and my Sunday school teacher gave us like homework, and she was like, I want you to go home and I want you to write about God. She was like, you can do it in multiple different ways. You can write a song, you can write a poem, you can write a story about how God makes you feel. So I went home and I was like, I don't want to do a story, I don't want to do a song, everybody's going to do a song. So I was like, let me just do a poem. So I wrote a poem, and it was called I Am Happy Because God something. Like, so I keep all my poems, so they're like, it's in a book on my shelf.
Oh, okay.
But God is, I praise God for, that was the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take him to church.
Yeah, and it was a contest actually, and when we went back, I won, so I was happy about
Yo,
that.
Okay.
that's what's up.
Yeah, our prize was like candy. She had like bought some candy bars, but that was everything to like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Also, you still
So
won.
that was everything to
Yeah,
me.
that
I
was
was like,
life.
yeah, I won. Like,
That's some Reese's.
but on top of that, it kind of opened up this door like, oh, hey, I can write. I'm a good writer. So from there on, like, and I'd always been interested in reading. Like, I learned to read when I was like 4. So by the time I was 10, I was reading on like a college level because my mom's a teacher. So
Nice.
I was just like, I love reading. I love writing. I'm going to just put them together and use this. So that's where it came
Nice.
from.
Okay.
That is nice.
All right, so you done set it up. So atmosphere is right. We'd like to hear some of your work. Get the dim the lights. You know what I'm saying? Get your snap fingers ready.
There you go.
All right, so this poem is called She Is, and I'll talk a little bit more about how I wrote it afterwards. So, she is. She is like the ocean, vast, beautiful, and constantly drowning. She will float your boat and sink it too. She paints her lips with the sunset and holds the Milky Way in her eyes, and you can't see past her lies until you read between the cracks in her smile. But trust me when I say she holds her dignity like a sword, slicing through anyone who threatens to take it. Determined to live and not just survive, she is a phoenix in the making, rising from the ashes of her past. Her soul on fire, her spirit in a blaze. She'll become everything that you're afraid to hold on to and scared to let go of. 'Cause she is like the sunset, destined to sink, but determined to take the sky on her way down. Thank you.
Hey. Oh my God, that's so sick. That is sick.
Damn.
That's just one of many.
Gosh. I like the end.
The bars.
Yeah.
Here's okay. I'm a hip hop fan, right? And
Yeah.
so I like battle rap. And even just good lyricism. One of the best things about an artist, any artist you can think of, is they stick the landing. Like, you can have a fire verse and then have a trash in it, and it undoes everything that you just built up.
Right.
That last bar about she's like the sun, destined to sink, but she's gonna take the sky with her.
Yeah.
Son. That was like, oh my gosh.
Bars.
Even the first time I heard it, I was just like, ooh. And then like I heard it again, I was like, oh my god.
That second time it hit you.
Yeah.
The second time it hit you.
That is amazing.
Well,
That is
I
an
used
amazing
to,
poem.
like, the poetry group I was part of, like, we did slam poetry. So when it comes to slam poetry, like, it's like a competition. So the other person is hitting you as hard as they got, but they're not doing it in a way to, like, get you, but they're gonna throw their best out there.
So it's like a battle rap?
It's a battle rap.
rap.
It's kind
That's
of
what
like
it
a
sounds
battle,
like.
but it's
Ooh.
poetry. You're not throwing lyrics, you're throwing words, but you're doing it, poetically.
Yeah.
And so it's really good. You should look it up. It's amazing. Like,
Yep.
watch some slam poetry battles.
You ever had any
It's
beef?
awesome.
Yeah,
Ever had
any
a-
beef?
No,
Any
it's
beef?
not like that. With the poetry community, that's actually where I really found my voice and really started to fit in more. Because growing up, I didn't feel like I really fit in at all, honestly. I was always different than the people I was around.
Right.
So when I started getting more into the poetry community, is when I really found people that I could relate to. So
See, she sidestepped my beef question by going into an origin story. There had to be one person that was just like, I'm gonna give her that work.
It had to be. Yeah.
She went to the origin story like, yeah, that's how I found my voice. Like, no, that's dope. That's
That
dope.
is dope.
That is fire. So how long did it take you to write that?
Well, where did it even
took
come
me-
from?
Yeah.
Yeah, where were you? Take us through the mental.
Who's the inspiration behind She Is? Who's the person that's about?
That's the person you
Yes,
have beef with.
that is
That laugh.
It is. So, okay, She is technically not about any particular person.
Okay.
It is about like the woman's spirit, like everything that a
Yeah.
woman can be, the different types of women,
Yeah.
the different personalities, different people. And so when I talk about she is like the ocean, vast, beautiful, and constantly drowning. You love the water, but if you don't know how to swim, you're gonna drown.
Oh.
So you can love a woman, you don't know how to treat her, you're gonna lose her.
Bars.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
So
Keep going.
No. Yeah. You didn't go to this whole form of
Keep going, B.
Yes.
Keep going.
So that brings in the other part, like she will float your boat and sink it too. All right.
I didn't even catch that.
So
That's fire.
like she'll be everything that you want her to be, but that's in a good relationship. You start acting differently, you start being differently, you start treating her wrong.
Be your worst enemy.
Yeah, she's gonna crash your ship. You're gonna go down like the Titanic.
Work, China.
Like seriously.
Keep going,
So-
B. Keep going.
That's kind of like what the poem came from, like, cause me, like, I grew up in a single parent household. My mom, love her so much, amazing woman, the strongest woman I know, and she's such a faithful woman. And she taught us, one thing she always taught us is you be strong, and strength is not always like showing it. So like how some people, like, they get upset and they just blow up, start acting crazy.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like it's more strength when you can compose yourself. Because sometimes people are in your face and you just, you want to take a chair to the back of their head and you can't.
Oh yeah. Quick.
Oh, absolutely.
And composing yourself, sometimes it's the hardest thing to do. So, so when I wrote this poem, and by the way, when I wrote the poem, it only took me an hour to write.
Oh, I see.
Okay, there we go. That's stun on them. That's what I'm waiting on. Stun on them. 1 hour.
And so the thing is that, like, when I was writing it, all I was thinking about is, like, about how do women handle different situations, and also how do we express ourselves, and how do we hold our dignity, how do we care about ourselves.
That's the
And
line I want to
so-
hear. So, can you break down the dignity line about?
All right, so trust me when I say she holds her dignity like a sword, slicing through anyone who threatens to take it. So dignity to me is a very important thing, because my mom always taught us dignity about yourself. She always says, if you don't respect yourself first, nobody is going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to respect you if you can't respect yourself. So to me, if you can have dignity about yourself, then no matter what other people say to you, no matter what they try to take from you or how they try to use you, you're not going to let it touch you, because you're like, no, I know what's true about me. So I don't care if you're calling me this, you're saying this to me, and you're trying to take the one thing that can't be bought from me. You can't have it.
Work.
So, and dignity to a woman is a lot. Because, you look at society today and there's so much that goes on, so much violence, so much abuse, so much hatred towards different people. And so if you can have, sometimes dignity can be looked at as like in a rebellious way. Mm-hmm. So you have some people that will try to get you just because you have respect for yourself, because you hold yourself to a certain level.
To a different standard. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they'll try to cut you down to size because they don't want they don't want it to seem like you're stepping over them. When in reality, you're just being yourself. You're just trying to go with your own flow, and they don't like that.
Right.
So when I say she holds her dignity like a sword, she's guarding who she is.
Okay.
Bars.
So you can't take that from her.
Okay, so cap it off with the last line.
Okay, so she is like the sun, destined to sink, but determined to take the sky on her way down. So what it is like, when I wrote that part, is sometimes you can be strong to a fault. So sometimes you can be so guarded and so determined to be a certain way and shield people off that sometimes you forget it's okay to let some people in.
Right.
But at the same time, all of us in this life, one day we're gonna pass on. But what that part was really about is, even though no matter what happens to her, even though she might go down, she's gonna go down with a fight. You're not just gonna take her right there. So she's like the sun, she's destined to sink, but determined to take the sky on her way down. So the sun is in the sky, right? And so when we look at the sun gives light to everywhere. And sometimes we forget that, like, the sun is here, but it's everywhere,
Right.
like on this hemisphere. Anyway, but when the sun goes down, we just see the moon and stars and everything.
Yeah.
But imagine the sky being gone. There's nothing there.
Right.
It's empty.
Just darkness.
Darkness. So she's destined to sink, but determined to take the sky on her way down. So even though she's going down, she's going to take everything from you with her. So you may lose her, but you're going to lose everything else too.
That's dangerous.
That's why we got the prenup people.
Shout out to legal shit.
We got the freedom.
Yo.
And it's not even so much of like, it's not so much as physical possessions.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, it's deeper than just possession.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
you think that, sometimes in a relationship, like somebody will give so much of themselves and they feel like they're getting nothing from the other person. But when that person leaves, then the other person realizes, wait, hold on, it's different.
Right.
And they're like, hold up, they left and I didn't treat them like much when they were here. But now that they're gone, I realized that like a lot of me went with them.
Wow.
You had a lot more invested than what you thought.
Okay.
So
Work, Miss Wilson. Okay, so what year did you write this?
I just wrote it last year.
Okay.
So it's really
Okay.
recent, yeah.
So trademark 2017.
Yeah.
That was
Yes, copyright.
amazing.
Hey, for real.
Copyrighted.
I just in case somebody
Completely.
want to listen to this still the poem, I want to make sure we timestamp
Yes.
when this was written and who it was written by.
Yeah.
But shout out to you. You
That
body
yeah,
that.
man.
Thank
Oh my
you
god.
very
I've
much.
just been sitting here in like awe this entire time.
Yeah.
From hearing the poem to hearing you break it down. I've just been like just sitting here in a trance
Like that breakdown
on
was
how
amazing.
well this poem was constructed. Like
Thank you.
oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yes,
Really
really good
appreciate
job.
that.
Really, really good job.
That's what we do. Episode 20, you know what I'm saying? We bring that
You know what I'm
heat.
saying? Bring that fire.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It's like a sour patch. You know what I'm saying? She come with that fire and that heat.
Boy.
Early.
Earlier, but she softened
She's
it up a
something
little
sweet.
bit. You know what I'm saying? With a nice little poem. You know what
5
I'm
minutes
saying?
into it, machine guns going off.
But the thing is, like, usually when I write, like, I get my inspiration from everything because I think someone asked me, what am I inspired by? And so I take inspiration from everyday life, just common things in life. A lot of the times it is, like, own personal experiences that I've gone through.
Yeah.
But some other times it's experiences that other people have gone through that I've observed.
Right.
Or that they have, like, told me about. And I'll turn it into a poem. So usually my poems, I don't ever use, like, names or anything. Because I'm not like that.
Right.
But, and the thing is, I word poems, I'm really into personification. So that's taking,
Yep.
like, objects and giving them, like, life.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're using an object, but making it seem like it's a person.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Can you come back? Like, can we get you one day on your schedule? You know what I'm saying? I know you're busy, world tour. and
Yeah.
all that.
Not just yet. Hopefully one day, because I'm actually working on a book, which is a collection of my poetry.
Hey.
So, working on that, and I've got it. So, yes. So I've got a lot of poems and poetry, and I'm always writing. So there's always something new.
That's nice. Are you on stage anywhere in the city?
No, I'm not on stage anywhere in the city because I'm actually in school right now. So
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot of time to like actually go out. And usually if I do go to like a poetry event, I'm just there watching other people.
Yeah.
And now if they do like a
Open
like
mic.
like if it's an open mic night, then I might get up there and do something. But other than that, I'm not like in any events or anything
Gotcha.
right now.
I know they got someone.
So you just lurking in the crowd, just ready to flame. You know, like if they open that mic up, you know, it's like, oh, let me show y'all.
yeah, getting that heat.
And also, you get inspiration from other people too. So we all come together and we listen to each other, and it's like it's always good to have someone that listens to you. You know, you never know what you might hear that might change your life.
That's what I like. That's what I like about art. Because I have a friend of mine who like paints, and I went to one of his art shows, and his painting that he had up at the art show was from the feelings he got from the Parkland shooting, and it was like, yeah. So it's crazy how like you can take a situation, whether it's personal or something you see, and like challenge it or channel it into a poem, a painting, or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's dope. I wish I was good at poetry. I wish I was good, because that was good. That's like next level. Like
That was fire.
that was really, really good.
Yeah, and my thing is a lot of poems I hear when I talk to people about poetry, a lot of their schemes is just filler words or rhymes. Everything that you said, you had a very intimate meaning of why this is in here. And
Right.
that part was so beautiful to me. So, man, keep it up. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, man. We gonna snap her off or just?
right.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait, so hold on really quick before you leave. Where can we find you on social media anywhere or any of your work anywhere? You want to put that out there? You want to stay
So,
private?
I have an Instagram. My Instagram is mostly like photography because I do that also as a hobby.
Okay.
But I'm getting ready to start posting some snippets of my poetry on my Instagram.
Okay.
I'm just kind of wary about it because I don't
Trademark it.
want people, trying
Trademark
to
it.
take it.
Yep.
Got you.
But my Instagram is China M_W.
China M_W. All
Yeah,
right.
so you could probably just, as a matter of fact, if you're like fan of Speak Between the Lines,
Yep.
then you can go on their Instagram and I should be one of the followers. So
The shirt I'm wearing, and we're gonna get some Speak Between the Lines merch pretty soon.
Yeah, we are.
yeah, so
Cool.
that's where you can find me. And so I'll definitely be back on here, especially when my book gets ready.
Hey,
Nice.
resource.
Hit that. Thank you for
Appreciate
coming
you.
out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody did.
First name China, last name Wilson.
Yes, middle initial M because when I write, I go China M Wilson.
Oh, okay.
The M's for Mike. Like, all right.
I appreciate you.
Oh man, that was awesome, man. I almost feel like we need to go to a commercial break, but then I remember we're a podcast, not a radio show. So,
If we had sponsors, we'd be able to put them there. So, but they're not. But let us know what your thoughts are about the poem, or anything else that may have transpired. My speech is off today.
You hear that good word?
That's
man?
a repercussions. That's a repercussion. You got to recover.
Hit us up, man. Speak Between the Lines. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up on YouTube. We're there as well. Show some love to China. China M_W. Check out our IG. Wow. What you guys want to roll into? What do we got? Oh, real quick. I didn't watch the royal wedding.
How dare you? How dare you?
To be honest, I don't even understand why it's such, why does it have to be televised?
Facts.
Does anybody know?
No, I don't.
No, I haven't been following it.
Because I think it started like 6 a.m. over there, or over here. It would have been like 6 a.m. Over there, we different time zones. So
Yeah.
I know. Listen, I know people. Let me talk to you niggas. I know people that literally don't do shit. They're not motivated to do anything. They don't go to no meetings. They don't go to no classes. They don't go to no events. They don't get up early. They come to work 15 minutes late. And their asses were up at like 5:30 before it even popped off,
Yeah.
commenting on Facebook and social media about the wedding, about the red carpet, about who was there. And I'm like, you lackluster, no talented, having ass niggas. Like,
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I'm a little upset. But shout out to the missus, because she brought the culture.
Yes, she did.
So-
what's her name?
don't know.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, Meghan Markle. Yeah, man. She came with that.
So is it princess? Is it queen? I'm uninformed.
I don't know what her name is.
I know her from Suits. Rachel Zane from Suits.
Wait,
That-
she's an
Suits.
actress?
Yeah,
She was on Deal or No Deal too.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen either one of those shows.
Okay,
You
you're
never seen
bomb.
Deal or No Deal?
I've heard of it. Didn't it come on after Family Feud's like 4-hour special?
Yeah. So
Because Steve be having like 8 blocks of time. Like, I'd be like, come on, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Let somebody else get some shine.
yeah, man. But Meghan Markle, yeah, she is biracial,
Hey.
right? So she wanted to make it quite evident that she wanted an African American heritage in this wedding, which is rare for this type of wedding.
100.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
She repped.
She did rep.
She repped.
She repped. So I just kind of want to give a shout out real quick.
Can I say something on that though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Isn't it kind of, because it just popped in my head when you said that she's biracial, right? Isn't it amazing that 2 of the most powerful statements for our culture in recent memory came from biracial people? Barack Obama wins the White House. He's biracial.
Yeah.
She becomes royalty and brings the like, let's put it in context. Barack Obama wins the presidential nominee election. He becomes president.
Yeah.
He brings the culture with him.
Yeah.
So much so that he embraces everything that's black. So whether that be sports, you can see him on ESPN, you can see him on SportsCenter breaking down the NCAA, breaking down NBA because he reps the culture.
Yeah.
When they asked him what's in his iPod, he was like, "Oh, I got some Jay, I got some Kendrick Lamar, I got some Drake, I got some J. Cole." He reps the culture. Then on the other side of the world, we have another biracial individual bringing the culture to the forefront, having a black choir, a black preacher.
Yeah.
In royalty. And we all know we come from royalty, but
Right.
it's amazing that
Yeah.
God uses certain people. That was special to me. I just thought about that when you said it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, I didn't want anything to do with this wedding, but the fact that I started hearing so much about what was there, like you said, the
Yeah.
pastor and the choir.
Yeah. It's impossible to get away from it.
Man.
Yeah, it consumed everything.
Yeah.
It did. So I just want to kind of just bring some names to some faces.
Sure.
Or whatever. So real quick, of course, shout out Meghan Markle. Shout out Doria Ragland, which
Hey.
is Megan's mom. She showed up with the
gee.
locks.
What?
You know what I'm saying? With the nose ring.
With the nose ring?
Yeah, showed up with the culture.
Oh, geez, fresh out the 90s, son.
Dog,
Yo,
I'm
she was
saying, son.
unapologetically black.
Bro, I was like, you go with your bad self.
Yeah.
So shout out to her. I mean, jumped off with her. Of course, the Bishop Michael Curry, which was the bishop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say a quote that he actually said.
Wow.
Really, just kind of get your thoughts on it.
Yep.
He had brought up a Martin Luther King quote, and I'm gonna paraphrase it here real quick. But he said, "We must discover the power of love, the redemptive power of love, and when we discover that, we'll be able to make this old world a new world. Love is the only way."
What's a lot of poetry on the show today?
It is. A piece of me inside was like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, he said that for them Make America Great Again niggas. The people
Yeah.
who wearing them hats.
Yeah.
From the Tiki Torches section at Walmart.
Right. He wasn't going there. I think what he was saying was, because this is the first time that African American blood is in
royal family.
Yeah. So
Technically, it's not. Apparently,
Is it not?
Yeah. So
Okay, correct me then. I don't
this
know.
might be apparently the second or third time, because people were making a point on that on social media that we've had ties to the royal bloodline in Europe before. She's not the actual first. I think she's just the most prevalent
Prominent.
because social media and it's current.
I can see that.
So-
I can see that too.
I'd have to do some research on that, but I mean that got a strong push yesterday.
That she wasn't the first.
They were like, "Yo, she's not the first. Like, y'all, you don't be led. Like, she's not the first. Like, we've been there, but it's not prominent like that."
Gotcha. Well, hey, that's what's up then. Of course, Karen Gibson and the Kingdom Choir
Man,
came through with "Stand By Me."
did you see the
A
facial
Little Light of
expressions?
Mine. You know what? Hey, man. Hey, I didn't want to jump to no conclusions, but it was some people in that audience that was like,
Dicks was tight.
They was tight.
It was uncomfortable.
It was super tight on what was going on from the pastor, because I heard the bishop was really passionate in his message, and they're not.
He did a whole
really-
sermon.
Yeah. He's not really. People, I guess, for that type of
Aren't used to that type
aren't
of-
used to that type of energy.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
talked
So-
about the role of the black preacher and the being prophetic and what was it? It was being prophetic, and it was being a part of the community. I'm kind of paraphrasing it, but he had three main points about the role of a minister, a black minister. Like it was man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it.
I want to go back and listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife recorded it. Like, that was crazy. She was like, I recorded the wedding. I was like, what? I
Why?
was like, man, let me find out that Golden State game got recorded over.
He said, let me find out that Golden State game got recorded over.
That's funny.
Oh, man. And, this guy, Sheku Kenna Mason. which was
Strong name.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like it.
I actually saw his performance. I actually saw he's the cellist. He was the cellist. So
I see.
what's dope about him is, of course, all these people I'm naming, of course, they're either black or biracial in some way. He was actually scheduled to perform for the first time in the United States, but Meghan Markle, she called him over and was like, "Hey, I want you to be the cellist at my wedding."
That's
he was
dope.
like, "Yo, I do that."
Of course.
Man, yeah. So, but he killed it. Like I was listening to it and watching him, and I was just like, "Why?" Like this little dude. I think he's like 19 or something.
Wow.
He won the. He was the first African American to win the 2016 BBC Young Musician of the Year. So I thought that was huge. It was just so much black
excellence.
energy, black excellence at this royal wedding, dog. Like it was crazy. And like I said, just to end it off, shout out to Meghan Markle for even wanting to bring something like that to the forefront. I thought that was huge. I don't know much else about the wedding.
You know what? Not to go a couple episodes back, but like we've just been riding this wave of momentum of our culture being so positively represented. So shout out to Beyonce again, Coachella. And what she did, and then man, just taking it to another level.
Yeah, man,
another level.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Real talk, dude. Real talk, man. So that's all I got on the royal wedding. I don't know nothing else about it.
Oh man. Well, this is America.
This is America. This is America. I feel I don't want to say this, but I know this video has kind of been dissected all over the internet, the past few weeks, but I think it would be dope just to get our perspectives on the video and of Childish Gambino's video, and also whatever this woman did to try to copy the video in a sense.
Yeah.
So
basically trying to ride the wave.
Right.
She rode the wave.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess just starting with Childish Gambino, what are some of y'all's?
What?
You know what?
What?
No, go ahead. So what are y'all's thoughts on
No.
it?
What?
No, it'll come later. I was thinking of something, but it'll come out later, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Okay.
So what are y'all's thoughts just on the Childish Gambino video?
Get in there.
I thought it was amazing. It highlights everything that's going on, everything that's wrong with America as a whole. The with him dancing with the background dancers, of course, nothing was happening to them as long as you're just going along with whatever America flow wants you to do. As long as you're entertaining somebody, you're not really going to get heat. As far as with the video, and I liked. It was on the solo press tour. Somebody asked him about what does it mean, and I liked the response that he gave. That he didn't give an answer. He said, "I wanted to make a video because it was based on how I felt. But however you feel whenever you see it, that's what it means." So instead of him giving a context of this is how you're supposed to feel,
Right.
just know whatever feeling this gives you is fine.
That's art.
And
Man, that's
him
art.
being open enough to being vulnerable enough really to say, I'm not going to give you a context for it. If this makes you feel about race, it's about race. If it makes you feel about guns, it's about guns. And to me, that is, the courage to do that. It was amazing.
Yeah. I think especially when you're talking about art and something that has so many people's attention, such as this video, there's a lot of different perspectives that are getting pulled,
Right.
and different viewpoints of what's going on This Is America. And I think it's important that he did that. He's not explaining what his thought was behind the video, because once you do that, you all these perspectives and viewpoints.
It funnels it through.
It funnels it to one direction.
Right.
And people be like, okay, well, Childish Gambino said that this is what it is, so let's focus on this area. There are a few things in the video that I think is kind of obvious in a sense when you look at it. Like, for example, just to bring up a point that you said, Rock, when you have the dancers going on, right? So one thing I got from that was, like, that's society's focal point, right? Like, you have the dancers, Childish Gambino, they're the focal point of the entire video, pretty much.
Right.
But in the background, there's so much chaos, and all people are committing suicide, and all these riots and stuff are going on, which is happening. But we're so focused on the entertainment aspect of I guess our culture in a sense. Like, to be 100 and to be completely honest, like, Black culture and what we do, we pretty much drive what
American culture is.
Yeah, we drive what's shown on the internet.
Facts.
Because of what we do and what goes viral based on whether it's dance or whatever, what have you. So, I mean, we drive that, but there are underlying issues that aren't really getting as much attention because the focus point is on entertainment in a sense. Another thing I got that I thought was obvious was it happened a few times. It happened twice. The 2 times he shot people, right?
Yeah.
So the first time he walks up to somebody and shoots them. They fall. Somebody comes in with a rag. The gun is neatly placed on a rag, and that person walks off.
Very carefully.
Very gently.
Very
Yes.
gently. And then the body
It's dragged
is dragged away. It's dragged away.
Right.
And that just goes to show that, how much, I guess, I don't know if delicacy is the word, but how much importance we place on guns
Versus human life.
versus lives.
Right.
And you can say it's Black lives or whatever, what have you, but I mean, we just had another recent shooting here in Texas, a school shooting with, I want to say maybe 10 people died and 2 people got injured.
Yeah, 10.
So it's like, what type of role or what's going to happen with guns now? Because we've
Nothing.
kind of seen what happened in the past with certain shootings or whatever, what have you. Like, is this America?
This is America.
Yeah, we take a higher priority on guns than we do bodies. Not even just Black bodies now, just bodies in general.
And that's one thing I did like about that first shooting they did, because when it first opens up, it's the Black guy playing the guitar, and he's just playing music, everything's fine. Then when they cut to the shooting, he's covered. So, and I think that was done intentionally, not to say that okay, we're only focused on Black lives. It's just the fact that just a person was shot. And it's like the person was drugged off, but we care about the gun. And I'm not going to go in depth about the shooting because we had a whole episode about that from the Parkland. But one thing I was watching on the news that shocked me was that in 2018, more people have died from school shootings than people in the military.
That's crazy.
Think about that. It's safer for you to be overseas in a combat zone than it is for you to be in school.
Wow.
This is America.
While we're on that, and then we can segue back, I was reading about the shooting in Houston, 2 days ago? And there was an article, and it got me so hot because in the article, it talked about the shooting and said, this is the worst shooting in America since February. And that really hit me. Like, it wasn't like they were saying, like, well, this is the worst shooting in 10 years.
Yeah.
Or,
In the past decade,
Like-
or since we've been alive.
right. They're like, no, this is the worst shooting in
Since
3
3 months ago.
months. This is the worst shooting in America in 3 months. Like, do you know what kind of message that is sending to us? Like, what kind of awareness we should take from that? That this is
It's normal.
here.
Yeah.
That's not to say anything about Waffle House getting shot up and the people that lost their lives out in Tennessee and Nashville. I mean, this is not to say anything about just people across this country that are losing their lives to
senseless.
kids.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the crazy thing. Like, because these motherfuckers are pissing me off with the whole, well, we have to protect our guns, right? We have to protect our right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Right? And we run a background check on these people before they get the guns, the pistols, the rifles, the ARs, whatever. Newsflash, motherfucker. The people that's shooting our schools up, they don't have any background issues. They don't. These are kids.
Yeah.
They're not in psych wards. They're not coming out like how efficient is your background check? Because the kids that are killing us don't have backgrounds. What are you looking for?
Right. They don't have criminal records.
There's nothing.
Yeah. No purchase of a firearm.
Come on, man. Like, that's just stupid. And I heard one person arguing, they were like, well, you know, the fact that we do background checks makes the real criminals have to go underground to purchase their weapons. Well, newsflash, the
They've been doing
real
that.
criminals, first of all, have always been doing that. And second of all, the people that are underground buying guns aren't shooting up schools.
Bingo.
The black market people aren't shooting the schools up.
Nah, they not.
So why are you so concerned with them? You should be concerned with little Johnny, who buys a pistol. He's 16, 17 years old, and he's just toting it around, and he can get it from Walmart, who, by the way, is on every block.
Yeah. Shit. Or little Johnny just happens to go in his
Get his
dad's room.
gun.
And let's not let the parents off the hook.
Because that's what happened in this particular case.
Yeah, he got
the
his father's guns.
Yeah, the guy didn't. The shooter, the alleged shooter, didn't own guns. He got a shotgun and a revolver that was his dad's.
Okay, mama, and he had an AR too.
Did he have an AR?
He had an AR, a pistol, and a shotgun.
Oh shit!
Right. So I don't know where he got the AR from, but the shotgun and the pistol. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
well,
dad.
yeah, that was
All
his dad's.
So let's keep it 100. Look, parents, you got the guns in the house. You're not securing the guns. Your kid goes out and shoots up a school. You need to go to jail, homeboy. I'm sorry. No, there has to be some sort of accountability. Same with that dude at Walmart. This dude at Walmart literally apparently went, or not Walmart, at Waffle House
Yeah.
in Tennessee.
The
That
Waffle House
Nashville
shooting,
shooting.
yeah.
Apparently his guns were taken from him because he was doing some crazy shit. I don't know if it was at the White House or some political place, but they took his guns away. They gave it to his father, and then his father turned around and gave it back to him, and he goes to a Waffle House and kills people. Dad, you need to go to jail, bruh.
That's crazy.
Dog, when we start getting accountable, watch how fast people ease up when you start making the family members accountable at the house. You know this dude got a history, or hey, you didn't secure your weaponry the correct way. Yeah, jail time.
Yeah.
They'll send Meek Mill to jail for popping a wheelie in Harlem, but won't send a parent of a kid to jail who just shot up people at a school. You kidding me? Damn the slippery slope. Slide, motherfucker.
Bro, I have no argument to that. Because something has.
I agree
somebody
that something has to be done, but that's also dangerous. Because at what point?
What's dangerous?
Well, I mean, at what point do you keep on blaming people? Because I agree, no, the parents should be at fault because they're the ones who are with the kids. They should be able to see that something's wrong. You know, apparently this didn't happen just overnight. This is something that probably had been festering for this kid for some months that got to this point.
Apparently he was posting on social media he was going to do some stupid shit.
Here's the thing about gun and gun ownership too, though. Like, you have to have your shit locked up. Whether you have whether you have a lock on the gun itself, or it's put up somewhere in a lockbox or a safe or something like that. Like, it has to be out of reach
Right,
in
so-
some way. Or like, if I had a teenager, like, I don't care. Like, my teenager would not know where my gun is. I mean, I'm saying that now, but it's like, people. Here's the thing though, because I'm pretty sure the parents at one point before this happened didn't think that his son would do something like this.
Agreed.
But
Right.
that doesn't mean that you don't you don't lock your shit up, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If you get pulled over and you're in the passenger seat and the driver has a gun and the police find the gun, do you go to jail?
Does the passenger go to jail?
Yes.
I don't know.
The answer is yes.
Oh,
I don't. That's.
There have been multiple times people have been arrested for being associated. They didn't even know. I'm not letting no parents off the hook just because you're like, well, we never thought this would happen.
well, I'm not even saying that because let's say the guns are locked up.
Okay.
Everything's under lock and key. but your child's old enough, you have a conversation where, hey, if something happens in the house and we're not here, we have this tool for protection.
Okay.
So it's locked up, but you have access to the information because worst case scenario, if somebody breaks in your house, you know, here's where the gun's at. You need to be able to protect yourself.
I'm still good with that. Yep.
And on the other side of that, even if they is locked up and they don't have that conversation and the child just finds the key. In this situation, the parent did everything they could to keep it outside of them. You're still saying, no, they need a life sentence in prison or however long.
I'm not saying a life sentence.
I'm saying just for however long. You say they still.
I get you.
I'm saying, nah, miss me. Miss me with the sympathy shit. I got dead kids. No. Miss me with the sympathy shit. No.
You gotta know where your strap is. Like, you have to know.
I got dead kids in a school. Your kid stole whatever, however he did it. Your kid. That also speaks to your parenting.
Yeah.
Nah, miss me with the sympathy. I don't feel sorry for you. We can do that culturally. We can do that racially. We can do that. Like, there's so many ways we can cut that. No, I feel no sympathy for him. If a parent, him or her, if a parent raises a kid that literally takes their weapons, goes into a school and kills people in a country, and they face no consequences, in a country where we see people routinely lose their life over nothing. Lose their life over selling cigarettes. Lose their life over grabbing a cell phone. Lose their life over just getting routinely pulled over. And you face no consequences and your kid went to the goddamn school and killed people? Oh, no. Miss me with sympathy. Nah. Slide. I don't feel sorry for you. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm okay being corrected on that. I don't mind changing my view if I'm given more information, but just off emotion of what I'm seeing, because again, not to stray too far from the subject, we started out with Childish Gambino's This Is America. It's a commentary on where we are today, right? Do you see black kids running to school shooting up?
No.
Have you ever seen a black kid go to the school shooting up?
Not my time.
So what are we talking about now? I don't feel no sympathy for you. No. I don't care if you kill black kids. I don't care if you kill white kids, Hispanic kids. You killed someone. I don't feel no sympathy for you, man.
I mean, I'm all for the person who did it.
Oh, you definitely.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers keep walking out the goddamn school. They shot everybody.
I have a big problem with that, but
Come
anyway.
on.
But yeah, I mean, I get punishing the person who did it, but up to a certain extent, you can't be responsible for somebody's actions. You can, if you do every safeguard that's asked of you, and it still happens.
Prove it in the court of law. How about that? That sounds fair to me. Prove it in the court of law. Prove that you did everything possible to avoid this tragedy from happening. Don't just put the cameras on a house for a week and then disappear, and then all of a sudden everything's lovely. Prove it. Go to court. I'm all for due process. I'm not saying be unfair. Justice can be served. Prove it.
So, but that goes to, again, it's the how question, which is the problem that we have in America is we always want to go to extremes. I do agree that the person should be crossed. If there was a family member who knew and didn't act, I feel like they should be prosecuted as well. Because the same way with drunken drivers. Mm-hmm. If I sit here as a bar and I let you drink to the point where I know you can't drive and I let you drive, I'm liable for that.
You're liable, yes.
So I think the same cause and effect should go into any situation, whether it's a school shooting or any type of loss of life. If you knew and you didn't,
I agree.
And you didn't respond,
Agree.
That's a problem. Because like we have the same accountability for doctors. If as a doctor, if you see somebody in danger and you keep on driving,
I agree.
That's a lawsuit on you, but we don't have the same accountability for everything.
Hey.
So I think that should be across the board. But at the same time, it has to be a clear guideline because you don't want this just going out of control either.
Hey, I'm not giving you the how. I'm just giving you the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there should be accountability somewhere.
I actually sad comment. We can get back to the Childish, but so I was at work when I was reading this, and I was talking to one of my white woke brothers, and I appreciate him commenting on this because he nailed it. I was frustrated by the comment of they always walk away. White guy goes into black church, shoots everybody.
It walks out unscathed.
Walks out unscathed, and they stop and get this motherfucker a Happy Meal. You shitting me? So I made the comment, and I was like, why do they keep walking away? How am I seeing black people getting slaughtered on social media
For nothing?
For nothing. This dude comes in with a shotgun, a piece, and an AR, and he walks out. Right? And I was like, I just want some consistency. You know what he said to me? He said, bro, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're getting consistency.
Oh,
And as soon as he said that,
he's right.
and I appreciated him, like the fact that he's white and he understood, and he just like gave that to me, and I was just like,
That's
didn't say
real.
nothing. That's real shit.
That's a real answer.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, Childish Gambino. So when I first saw the video,
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
yeah, that's okay. We completely sidestepped that. It was a lot of like. I'm not gonna get deep because I'm not gonna lie. I cheated. I watched it, but a lot of my takeaways came after when I actually started seeing what people were breaking down the video were saying. But when I first saw the video, I saw it on IG. And it's a quick snippet, and I was just like, damn, like that motherfucker can dance. That was my first thought. I was like, holy shit. I was like that.
What?
Like that motherfucker got rhythm. Like that's amazing. You know, cause no, for real, it is very difficult to contort your body in that particular manner, and not come off a certain
As
way.
a joke, yeah.
Right. And like there's a skill set to it. So I was appreciating it from that standpoint. Now, obviously I saw the video on mute because it's IG, so I hadn't hit the button yet.
Okay.
So when I actually hit the button, started listening to what he was saying, and This Is America, I got a couple feelings, and then I cheated. The first feeling I got was like, wow, like, okay, yeah, I can see violence. Because it was a 60-second bit. So the violence was he pulled the gun on the guy in the chair, shot him, and then he just started dancing like nothing was wrong. And I was like, yeah, because people dance around these subjects like politicians, police chiefs, like they get questioned, well, why are all these black cops getting, or why are these cops getting off for killing these black people? And they kind of dance around the subject, or like Parkland, or like Houston. Well, it's not Houston, but it's down by Houston.
Santa Fe.
Yeah, Santa Fe. Politicians, first thing they say, we named the episode about it, thoughts and prayers. It's the first thing they say. And then the next thing they do is they dance around the NRA and you know, like, oh, we're so sorry that this happened, and you know, the whole state of Texas and the world is praying for you, and we want to be there for you. But as soon as you bring up the NRA, they want to dance around that subject. So when I see Childish Gambino in that video shoot someone and then just start dancing, that was my thought. Like, okay, I got it. He just danced around the situation. They pulled the body out of sight, out of mind. I don't even think about the body again.
Which is crazy because, like, 5 seconds after that, you forget that he just shot somebody.
Correct.
And I didn't think about that till you just said that. It's like, wow.
So that was my first thought.
That's an interesting perspective. That's the first I've heard of it.
And oh yeah, too, because I didn't see that online anywhere. But when I did go online, I saw a lot of stuff that really made me pause. There's a scene where apparently, so the camera pans up into, I don't want to say the rafters, but like the top of the jail cell.
Yeah, and the line says, well, this is Selly.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a double entendre because they said, this is a celly, that's a tool. And it's talking about, what is it, Stephon Clark? The kid that got killed for pulling his cell phone out? So it's like this is a celly, this isn't a piece, this isn't a gun, this ain't a tool. But he lost his life because he had a cell phone.
Yeah.
He died. But then also it shows the kids like kicking their feet and watching the destruction below with their cell phones.
Yeah.
This is a celly. That's a tool. It's like, okay, well, they're using a tool, a cell, to record the damage and destruction that's going on, like it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And then I saw another clip on that where that same sound is like, well, this is a cell, like a jail cell. And everybody who was in that frame was black. This is a tool. So it's like
Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how.
Like the breakdown on this video.
Wow.
The thought process that Childish Gambino went through, and everything was intentional.
Right.
From the dancing, from his dance movements, being played on Jim Crow posters. You know, there's plenty of videos out there where it gives you a full breakdown. Go watch those, but that gave me so much respect for him.
Right.
Not just as an actor, as a comedian, as a magician, but as a person. To be that socially aware.
I think
and put it out there.
I think this video was so direct that you knew kind of what he was talking about, but
Yeah.
it was so vague that you can pull different interpretations from anywhere. Because as many times as I've seen this video, as many think pieces that I read on this video, I have never heard the thought that Reg just had as far as dancing around the situation.
Yeah.
So it's just like Rock said, it just shows how of a genius mindset that Childish Gambino has to have to even put something like this together. Like,
and you know the effective part about that, like going back to that dancing around, and my point is not necessarily the dancing around portion, but more so that the body, you shoot, there's death, he starts dancing, and because he starts dancing or dancing around the topic, whatever, we immediately forget about the body. The body just gets pulled off. It's so effective, he did it twice, and it still worked because he shot the choir, reminiscent of the kid that shot the church up, right?
yeah.
What did he do right after he shot him?
Start dancing.
And you immediately forget he just shot he literally took it to another level. The first time he killed one person, danced around, body gets dragged off, 30 seconds later it's out of your consciousness. This time he shoots 10 people.
Yeah.
So he upped the ante, killed them, started dancing, and you still forgot.
And on top of that, what you just said, when he goes into dancing, there's the dancing, but then there's all the other stuff that's happening in the background to where you forget the first person that was shot, and you forget the choir that was shot.
Yep.
So it's like, damn, they just shit.
Yeah.
He just shot 10 people. Like, what the hell? And then there's riot for that situation and protest for that situation. Then he goes
dancing
to dancing
around that too.
Yep. He goes dancing around that, and he's dancing, and then I want to say the kids come back out and they're all dancing, and there's other stuff that's going on. So you're like, damn, you don't even really recognize all the other stuff going on in the background. I mean, I guess you kind of can, but you're so focused on that particular moment of Childish Gambino and the kids dancing, the stuff going on in the background, that you forget that 10 people just got shot in a church.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that issue wasn't even addressed by anybody.
Crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
And no harm came to them.
Nah.
He
None.
killed the people. No harm came to him.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
Like, man, and forgive us again for gushing over this. I know it's been out for a few weeks, but I think it's worth having a conversation about anyway.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
and the thing with Childish Gambino, like let's just talk about him for a quick second, and we can segue off to whatever we want. But we need to cherish this man, like really appreciate the fact that he's willing, between this video and what he's doing with Atlanta, the TV show, and the commentary that he consistently makes, whether he's talking black versus black, whether he's talking black versus white, whether he's talking culture versus culture.
Even when he did with the Kanye on the Kanye plays,
Yes. Oh my God.
that was so timely.
That
It's
was-
like, man,
I mean,
he don't miss a beat.
this guy, and then not only that, but and I'm not going to watch the movie. But what he did, like he's in Star Wars,
Yeah,
right? Now I'm not going to watch the movie because, well, one, it's getting destroyed. The ratings are like horrible for it. The reviews are killing that movie. But two, I feel a certain way about how they do his character. Now Lando is like the only black person in Star Wars. Period. Other than Finn, right?
yep.
So we got 2 black people in the universe, in space.
And the galaxy
And it's
wide away.
We didn't make it. Matter of fact, didn't SNL, didn't he do a skit on that? I think Childish did a skit on that.
He may have, I haven't.
Yeah, like he was dressed as Lando, and they were doing a black convention of all the people in space, and literally it was only 4 people, and one of them was the black dude from Star Wars, Rogue. What was it? Rogue Nation or Rogue something?
One?
Rogue One. Yeah, and remember the black dude? He was in a mask.
I don't even remember. I just remember Finn in that. No, Finn for the other one. It was a black dude in Rogue One.
Yeah, he got buried when old girl before they
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, so he died. So the ghost of him comes into the skit. And it's like there's only like 4 black people in the universe.
Forrest, Lando, Finn.
And I forgot the other
Who was
one.
the fourth one?
I don't know. He's probably dead. But the point was, the reason I'm not going to see the movie, even though I want to support him, is because they took Lando, spoiler alert, and made him a pansexual. Means
was
he
that?
just doesn't have a preference. He will do anything.
Oh wow.
Alien, black, white,
Say alien.
male,
Alien.
female, like it doesn't matter. Trans, like he will do whatever, right? And I feel a certain type of way that you use the one black dude
The most notable black person.
to make that statement. I don't see y'all doing that with a lot of white actors. I don't see y'all doing that with a because that like I'm telling you, like if you have a universe full of bunch of people, I'm just saying Star Wars in general. Like they could have put that character trait to anybody. They could have did that to Han Solo. They could have did it to Luke. They could have did it to Leia. They could have did it to anybody. They could have did it to Rey.
Okay.
But they chose him. And when's the last time we seen Lando? 1987?
I don't watch Star Wars.
89?
I don't know.
Wow.
More or less. We haven't seen, and I'm not knocking him for not watching Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
surprised.
But
Yeah,
my
nah,
thing
I
is
don't.
like, we haven't seen a black actor in Star Wars outside of Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson, and
he's fourth.
Yeah, he was the
Samuel.
fourth one. Yeah, that's right. He might.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the fourth.
Pretty
so
close.
outside of Samuel L. Jackson and Finn and Forrest Whitaker, that's 3 in the Star Wars universe. They took the most prominent one and made him a pansexual. And we ain't seen this dude on screen in 30 years. That's the guy. Like, come on, man.
And that's what cut you off.
Yeah. I'm not with that. Like, don't use Childish to do that. Like,
I got you. I can understand that.
And who knows? Maybe Childish signed off on it, but
I mean, he had to.
I mean,
he's
he
in the
would have to
movie.
if he did the movie.
I want to ask y'all this though, real quick.
that check was high.
I want to ask y'all this because this is something that's been kind of floating around with Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. After this video came out, right? He said, "Well, I ain't gonna say what he said. Well, I don't know what he said, but the issue is that Childish Gambino is dating a white woman."
You know, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear the Breakfast Club response. Didn't he go on Breakfast Club and talk about this?
That was a while ago.
Okay.
That was old. That was old.
Okay.
So my question to you guys is, can you be as pro-black as I guess Childish Gambino was in this video and date outside your race?
I guess it depends. What was his answer?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I'm asking y'all.
Oh, because I heard he had a really astute answer for that.
He did, but this
On
was
the
before,
surface.
But this was before he was dating white people. I think the answer he had was, if I can remember correctly, because I kind of saw pieces of the interview, and it was, he said that dating outside his race, whoever he dated, which was white or whatever, they wouldn't understand the struggles that our culture goes through, which I understand that. But now he's dating a white woman.
But didn't Dr. Umar say that too?
Yeah, Dr. Umar said the same thing. It's like that's why black people should only exclusively date blacks, because your spouse can't understand the struggle of you being pulled over for no reason, or just the struggles in general of being black.
What do you think though?
That we're going extinct.
Now what Umar said.
Yeah, no, I'll just because he asked it.
Yeah,
I know.
no,
I'm just. I know.
What?
No,
the shots coming.
No,
Damn, what Umar said.
Because this has been like apparently a serious topic. No, I didn't mean it like that. But apparently, like this has been a serious
Yeah, it has. It has.
topic. So I'm just like, I want to know y'all's thoughts on it. I heard that too.
To be honest with you, I don't. What? Oh, what?
What Umar said.
Yeah.
When you said it, I was like, okay, I remember hearing him say that.
I really don't know, to be honest.
You don't know what?
What the impacts on, because I've never been in that situation. So I can't really give an educated answer on it, because it's just a guess at this point.
Talking about dating a white woman?
Right. Well, as far as would that stop you from being associated with the struggle? Because what's his name? Thurgood Marshall. His second wife was white, and he does a lot for the struggle. So I don't think it's a mutually exclusive thing that just because you're involved with somebody, you can't have a belief. Because just because that's who you're with, that doesn't change your belief in who you are and what you believe in. It may make conversation difficult at home, because you have to explain and you have to show the person why this is a struggle, versus if you're with somebody who just innately knows it because they lived through it. So I think outside of that, I think that would be the main issue. But I think you can still be pro-black and date white, because it doesn't stop your beliefs and what's happened in the past and what's going on, because you're looking at, well, the person I'm with is not doing those things. So you're not condemning a whole race off of the actions of a few.
Okay.
That would be my answer.
So what was the question?
Can you be pro-black and date outside of your race?
Yeah, I had to talk through my answer.
Can you be pro-black and date outside of your race? Okay, so my initial thought was no. But I remember a time where my homeboy was set repping. He's a blood. His girl was a Crip.
How the hell did that work out?
Exactly. So they were basically representing two
races.
basically. And my nigga was like, Suwu. And she was like, what up, cuz? And she would and so, she would do her little dance, and my nigga was throwing up his sets, and they had a baby, right? And
are they still together?
And the thing is, they brought the whole hood together.
Really?
So sometimes, like, he was pro-blood. She was pro-Crip.
Pro-blood and pro-Crip.
Right? And sometimes it takes those two warring factions to bring everybody together. So I kind of be hypocritical if I be like, well, yeah, you can't be pro-black and you married to a white woman, because maybe you need to bring those two together. Now, there's certain conversations, like J-Rock said, that are difficult. For example, he was like, yo, honey, you can't come to the fofo with the wrap on. Mm-hmm. With the cloth hanging out. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you can't come to the faux deuce throwing up certain things. It's a difficult conversation, because he was like, why can't I go to the faux deuce? I do what I want. So I mean, that's a difficult conversation.
Now, one thing, what you just said actually just remind me of the royal wedding. Because of the fact that it was interracial, there's a lot of people who were in England who have not been as exposed to our culture.
And they got exposed.
And they
did get exposed.
And they got exposed in a great way. So
that was good.
It depends on the situation. Sometimes, like I said, it can bring people together. and it depends on the individual's beliefs on it.
So shout out to my nigga Park Row and Fofo.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them niggas.
If the Bloods and Crips can get along, I mean, I don't see why blacks and white can't.
Oh, okay.
What are your thoughts on it, Ava?
I mean, I think you can.
Yeah.
I think, and I really don't want to say this, but it's like, because the issue, the issue with the argument is more so black men dating outside of their race than
Right.
black women. That's where the issue comes in. So it's like,
You just stepped this up.
I can see,
Yeah.
I can,
go.
I
Stay
can,
comfortable.
I can see
We don't say shit
Why-
about Olivia Pope.
why it's an issue. Or
No, y'all don't.
And I love Olivia.
And I have black women friends who definitely date outside their race. So my perspective of it is like, I don't care who you date.
Facts.
You know what I mean? My whole thing is like, don't date outside of your race, or don't be a black man and date outside of your race, but then bash black women. Like, that's my issue. Like,
Keep
don't
it
do
a
that.
buck. Yes,
Like,
sir.
Don't do that, because I know niggas that do that shit too.
And that pisses me off.
Yeah, like they won't date somebody who was the same race as them, but
My
their mom
cousin-
is black.
My cousin like that.
Yeah, I have a I'm gonna say a friend of the family. He's like that, and he'll date outside of his race, but then he'll bash black women.
Yep. With
Like,
the quickness.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, I be getting hot. That's
let
real.
it.
That's
yeah,
real.
yeah. Like let that be love, because then that, like, let it be love that's why y'all came together, not
Right.
because you want to
Just
make
because she's not black.
right, or because you want mixed babies and all this other bullshit that niggas be throwing down shit, niggas and women, because I know women that want mixed babies, so they'll date outside of their race.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Get that
You know
good
what I'm
hair.
saying?
That's
Like,
crazy.
So when it's bullshit like that, no, hell no, because don't bash us, but then don't bash us and our women, but then be pro black.
Yeah.
because
you can't
that
do
doesn't
both.
mix.
You can't do both.
Because that doesn't mix. But I mean, on the same token, you can't. I don't think you should be able. I don't think you can seclude yourself from falling in love with somebody just because they're not
Agreed.
black and you're black, or
Right.
white and you're white, or whatever, what have you. Like, you should be able to love whoever you love, but
That's
don't.
very well said.
Yeah.
Don't bash your people.
Yeah.
In the process. That's my thought on it.
Not like that. I want to go a little bit further on that, because you brought up a good subject. Is that why is it that is mainly we look at it from men, from the men's perspective? So,
Oh, I can tell you why.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit, Malcolm X said it. Shit, but black women are unappreciated, highly unappreciated, underappreciated, and undervalued. So it's like when they already deal with that stigma in society, and they see a black man date outside their race, they feel some type of way. I feel rightfully so. I may be wrong
Right.
because I'm not a black woman, but just based on what he said and based on what I've heard, that's kind of the assumption I came up with.
It's like this. Like, you can even take it another level deeper than that. So you have women as a whole are in trouble because, let's just keep it funky, apparently half the population is gay or having identity issues.
Damn.
I don't know about half, but
Okay, well, it feels like half. It feels like half. Maybe it's something like
I don't know about
20%.
half, bro.
Maybe it's something like 20%, 30%, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay. So let's say it's 25%, right? So a quarter of the men in America are having identity issues or are homosexual. So that drops the pool, right? So 1 out of every 4 men, they're out. You can't even date them for a woman. So now you got 3 other men. And of those 3 other men, you are a black woman. So you're the most disrespected version of women by your own people and others. So now your pool gets even smaller. Because if you only got three dudes represented in this, 3/4 of people, and 2 of them are like, well, black women are ghetto, black women talk too much, they're loud, they always, they don't let you be a man, and all this other rhetoric that gets spread around negatively about black women that is completely just like embellished. Then your pool may drop to, okay, maybe 2 out of every 4 men you have an option with, or 1 out of every 4 men you have an option with. So you went from 100% of men, you lost 25% or a fourth of them to identity issues. Then you lose another fourth of them or 2/4 of them to just, I guess, urban legend.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Like the urban legend of the black woman. The black woman is, emasculates men and doesn't allow them to be.
Oh.
So now you're looking at 25% of a pool that was supposed to be 100. 50 max. That sucks.
Yeah.
Like for a woman, a regular woman, say it's a white woman or a Hispanic woman, maybe they still had a 3/4. Maybe they only lose 25% of the identity issues. But a black woman, they lose more than that just off the fact that they dealing with a negative connotation to their skin color.
Yeah.
And we already know how America play. Remember the last episode or the episode before that, one of them. Remember we were talking about tying it back into Childish Gambino in Atlanta when it was like, type in beautiful woman to Google.
Oh,
It's all white women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real
And
talk.
so like for me, I feel differently about it. So for me, I look at it from more of a spiritual base. So men are supposed to be the leaders in the household. So if the person who's leading is choosing a different race, then they're looking at, okay, this is the head of the black household. If they don't want to be black, if the head doesn't want black, doesn't matter what the tail wants. So, as a black father, most men are gonna, if you have a son or daughter, you're gonna introduce a struggle to them, regardless of who your spouse is, whether she's black, white, or Mexican, Latino, or whatever the case is. But if the leader is choosing something, then on the outside that's looking in, it's like, well, if the leader of the house doesn't want to date black, why would we expect anything from the female? Anything different from the female's perspective?
Shit. No argument there.
Yeah.
I think that was very well said.
Anything else?
No, I got nothing else. I'm good. Are we gonna do?
Would you rather?
We're gonna talk about the other edition of the woman's edition, or
Nah.
She just tried to ride a wave.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it boils down to.
Summed up.
Yeah. Well,
Clickbait.
yeah, I guess we could sum it up. I mean, y'all probably already heard, but yeah, I won't say some white chick, but I don't know her name.
There was a Canadian woman that actually made a rendition, a parody. J-Rock, if you can look up her name to be respectful. But there was a woman, she did a rendition of This Is America. I was talking about just the things that women go through and some of the issues that they...
Nicole Arbor.
Yeah. All right. So shout out to Nicole Arbor for riding the wave. What she said in the video wasn't wrong. And I think we're all more sensitive in this day and age to the plights of women than we've ever been as a country. The issue is that you basically encroached on someone else's line, and you took something that Childish Gambino was using to make a statement about his culture and his people, and you tried to take it while it was hot to get you more views. I don't care how you try to spin it or, try to hide behind, well, this is what my intention was. Well, basically the road to hell is, paved with good intentions. You still messed up. What you did was you saw a track that was hot. You tried to remake that, put a spin on it so you can do that, because that's what we do in social media. We take whatever's hot, whatever's trendy, we put a spin on it and try to milk it. That's why you get all these parody versions of everything. That's why you get these like the videos where we were talking earlier, where like you'll have black kids dancing in the street, right? And they'll have like 5,000 likes. Then you get white kids doing the exact same dance, and it'll have 1 million views. Mm-hmm. It's like we all do that. It's just a recreation of the "Hey, look at me" movement, basically.
Yeah. And we even see that even with the Childish Gambino video, because they'll there are some videos out there that they'll take the dancing that's going on in the video and they'll put another song behind it, but the song matches what he's doing, so it's funny.
So this meme generation, this hey, I can put a spin on everything. She just got caught up. I don't think she meant ill will per se. I think she was just trying to come up, and she got called on it because it brought up a different conversation. Because what are we talking about mostly in hip hop right now? Culture appropriation.
Yeah.
Culture vultures. White people, white artists,
Gary Owens.
hear something that we do,
Right.
and then they take it for themselves and they try to appropriate it.
Yeah.
And she just got caught into a conversation she really didn't want to be a part of. She could have did that same message, just made an original content video, and I'm not saying it would have popped. It probably wouldn't have popped like this. So she did her job, but she didn't have to recreate it.
Here's the thing about that too. If this was any other video that was hot, I don't think it would have been as bad. But the fact that Childish Gambino's video was about a sensitive topic, and a sensitive subject that goes on in our culture, and she decided to appropriate it, that's what makes it bad.
Yeah.
Really bad, in my opinion. Because, I mean, shit, what was a popping video or a popping clip or something like that like got like went viral or something like that?
Just off the top of the head, like a music video.
Anything. Like, okay.
Because remember, they had the Running Man challenge for the longest.
Right.
I remember that.
Okay. Despacito. Y'all know that song?
Yeah.
Like that video has like 100 billion views or some shit on YouTube.
Damn.
If she were to take that video
Oh, it wouldn't have been that bad.
and made I guess it was women empowerment or
Yep.
women struggle or something like that, and did it to that video, it wouldn't have been as bad
Nope,
because
it
that
wouldn't
video wasn't necessarily about anything to my knowledge.
So let's deep dive on that real quick, briefly. How old is that video?
Video's really old.
That's,
Okay,
yeah, at least
and
a
that's the
couple years.
problem. Childish Gambino's video came out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks tops.
Yeah.
So not only did you try to appropriate a video that just saw the light of day, so it's controversial in the content that it's sparking and sparking a conversation that needs to be had in this country. Not only are you parroting that video, but you didn't even give it time to shine. It'd be different if she did this video, say 4 or 5 months ago, but then you know what would have happened? She would have missed the buzz. She'd have missed the trend. So
Yeah.
the root cause of that video being made was to catch the trend.
The trend that was, absolutely.
I mean,
That's why
did-
she caught the heat.
But she did it though. Like she got people talking about it. People were talking about it on TMZ.
And she got 2 million views off of
And
it.
she got 2 million views off of this video.
I mean, to play,
so she did what she
to
did.
play the devil's advocate with it, that's what half our culture is. Well, like Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Every week, they look to see what's popping,
And mostly it's us.
and they do parodies of it.
Yep.
Like the Kanye place. That was a parody off of Kanye.
Yep.
And but in order for a parody to be relevant, it has to be timely. So is it just because the topic that was on, or was it the timing?
I personally think it was more so on whatever topic it was, or not whatever, but because we know what it was about. I think it's the topic more than the timing. The timing is important because the video did just come out, and we're not letting it. She didn't let it cook long enough.
Didn't let it breathe at all.
But I don't know if there's a time frame out
do
there
that.
to do a parody video on Childish Gambino's video because of what he's talking about in the video.
So it's mainly
Yeah, that was
the,
ignorant.
The topic.
Yeah.
That's the real issue.
Topic first, then timing. Timing is definitely.
I can go
up
with
there.
70% topic, 30% timing.
Yeah. Cause like if she does the same video 6 months later, and let's say in that time the original isn't
Yeah.
no longer relevant, nobody's talking about it, nobody's gonna talk about the other issue.
It's just difficult because it's like it's hard to tell someone they can't do something.
And that's my thing.
It's difficult.
Yeah, no, you can't.
But it's like there has to be a time. I think we're getting to that day and age where we're starting to get to that point where we're holding people accountable and just saying, look, everything black people do, white people, you probably shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, there's a certain sensitivity there that needs to be had. Like, You just can't do it. It looks cool, and it's popping, it's working. We get it. Just because something's popping doesn't mean it works.
Yeah.
Like, don't be in a rush to try to copy and paste something that's going on right now. Be you. All she had to do was be herself. Her message was pure. There was nothing wrong with her message. Her execution was trash.
And I think even if she did the exact same message, just change up the venue. Like, you copied and pasted everything the same way. I'll say, I think if she actually would have done it as a parody or this is my edition, but made it her own video and not do the exact same beat, the exact same background, the exact same flow of the original, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it wouldn't have been as bad.
So, anyway, would you rather? 'Cause we've been chopping it up for a minute.
Yeah, we went kind of long today. I mean, all good topics, I think, but
Yeah, definitely.
would you rather? All right, so this is a game. Would you rather? We're gonna ask some would you rather questions, and we're gonna tell y'all who would rather do this or do that. I mean, I don't know any other way to explain it. Anybody want to go first?
As y'all know, I didn't bring anything today, so go ahead.
Yeah, nah, you didn't. Also, while we're looking up our stuff, looks like Rez is scrolling through some things. Hit us up on our social media, Speak Between the Lines, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We really want to hear y'all's thoughts on this conversation. Shout out to the people who really hit us up, giving their thoughts on what we talk about on this podcast. Shout out to my boy Kerry Killmonger. He gives me feedback and on my shorts to what we actually talk about on the podcast. So shout out to him. Shout out to your boy in Tennessee.
Oh, Alex Sweet.
Yeah, man.
My man be going
Yeah,
hard.
man, dog. Real talk. Always showing us love. And
Giving us some nuggets.
yeah, real talk. I think we should start doing that too. I know we do it on IG, but if we
Yeah.
should start shouting out people that really just show us love every week on the podcast, I think that would be dope.
That's dope. I'm down with that. I'm 100%
Okay, cool.
down with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so this week, my boy Kerry Killmonger, my guy Alex Sweet, he's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, we started like following each other on my personal page, and we be chopping it up, man. Yeah, so real talk.
My nigga Jay, you ain't saying shit.
You got anybody? I just say I got shout outs.
I ain't got no shout outs. I ain't got no topics. I ain't got no would you rathers. I just came today.
How you feel, bro? Because you kind of caught a lot of heat at the beginning
the
of this
onset.
podcast.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
I'm good now. Now, if you would ask me that at about 7 minutes into episode, nah.
boy,
I ain't got nothing for you.
You was feeling some type of way.
I bought some type of
Sure
way.
is hot
Yeah,
in here.
man. Yeah, for real. Again, while we
Some
setting
type
all this
of
up,
way.
shout out to China M. Wilson.
Oh, China went. Yeah, she
a
burned this mug to the
fire.
ground.
Okay. All right, I guess I go first. I'll go ahead and Google some. So, would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again, but you would have no negative effects? You wouldn't feel tired or no adverse health effects.
Shit, team no sleep, baby.
No sleep. Sleep is for the dead.
Yeah.
Man.
You know how much you get accomplished?
Well, would never have to work again? Wait, hold on. What was the question?
Would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again?
Ooh, hold on. Whoa. Maybe never have to work again.
That doesn't mean you're getting money.
What does that mean then?
Well, there's some people who can't work today because they're physically unable to.
But I would think that if I'm never having to work, then the money that I would need to survive is some way being compensated in this question,
I would certainly hope so.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't say that in the question, but we can go with that.
I mean,
To make it interesting, we'll say yes.
because you say
Because you have to do something.
yeah, because if you say no, then it's like if you say that I never have to work again, but I have to find a way to make money. I mean, that would be me working, not right.
I would be team no sleep just off of, you know how much YouTube I can consume?
see, you see.
Okay, I'm done with this.
For real. Because that YouTube wormhole is a regret. Like, you feel bad. Like, you watched an hour of YouTube, you're like, damn, I wasted a whole hour of my life.
A whole hour of your life. You still waste a whole hour of your life, whether you going to sleep or not.
Yeah, but then I got to go to sleep for 8 more hours, so I really wasted 9.
Man, probably never have to work again if I don't have to worry about money.
Yeah,
That would make
I'm with you. I would
Okay.
be team no work.
Yeah, because if I have to worry about money, then shit, I'm still gonna have to work somehow. I mean, find a job, move drugs, something. Some gonna have to shake to bring money in.
I mean, technically, this podcast is work. So, I mean, I would still
Nah,
do
it's work.
this.
Y'all, I just show up. I don't bring shit to the
you
table.
do just show up.
Hold on, my man edited the last episode. We can give him that.
You did.
Okay,
You did.
I'll take that.
I got one.
For me, I don't know. I
Wait,
would
he
say
said
never to
answer.
work again. Just because an extra 8 hours you have to find something to do at that time.
Yeah.
Like what? Like that's an extra 72 hours roughly in a week. So that's an extra 3-4 days you have.
Just to be up.
This would be up.
What the fuck are you gonna be doing just being up?
Like it's 3:00 in the morning.
Bro, just being up. Like what do you do? Like, do you lay in the bed? Do you sit in a chair? Like, when you get tired, do you get tired?
No, it's like you wouldn't feel tired, and there's no negative side of the face. You're just up.
You just up. Just up.
Up feeling good. I mean, you can get a lot more done, but like shit.
But shit, I mean, I mean, bro, I don't know about being up like that.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside?
A suitcase with $5 million
$5 million
inside.
You niggas ain't shit.
Nigga.
Explain.
Bro.
Just like I said last time, money can buy you friends. No, okay, so
Can it?
I'll say true love. Let me think. It's still gonna be the money, probably.
You know what I mean? You know, I don't have to find my true love. I can find a close second place. You know what I'm saying? I can find a second place true love
I got
with
you.
$5 million.
even a third place.
You know,
Give it a third place.
$5 million.
Five?
but yeah, 5 mil. What would you find your true love?
I found my true love, so I can take the 5 now. I'm good.
No, so you have to give up the true love then.
That was cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna spend. So you have to give
Hey,
up the true
baby.
love. Would you give up the true love or the $5 million to get the $5 million?
I'll keep the true love. Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. I would.
He's only saying it because he's being recorded.
No, because, well, I mean, you know what?
Because you've been the main nigga on this podcast to say shit divorce.
55%.
55% divorce in the first 5 years. Whatever the hell you be saying about divorce.
Yeah, but I already did it. I did that once, so I mean, I'm pretty sure it cuts into half after that, right?
No,
No, it's still 55.
it doubles.
Like, honestly, I mean, she's a rider, man. We probably could like do the separation, get the $5 million, and then just like still be together. Just get back because is this no comebacksies?
No comebacksies.
Yes, it's
over.
It's either or. Mr.
Would you rather?
Mr. 50% of divorces end and
No, 55%.
55.
oh, now you want to be about love?
Sound like I'm rolling the dice.
Now you want to be about love and compassion and true love over money? What is on this? Nigga, did we have a question on the last episode about would you rather be a king or have all the money or be broke and be with your family and friends? And this thing
Right,
was like
said
55%
king.
of divorces. Now this week,
Yeah, family's different.
True love. Your true love is family.
Is it?
Isn't your wife part of your family?
I mean, who says your true love is your wife?
Okay, or husband.
Pause. Okay, I mean identity issues. But
Half.
but no, what I'm saying though is like
What?
I don't know. Like I feel like I'm betraying my character if I don't take the $5 million. I do.
Right.
But my wife is a G. Like that's nah, man. I gotta ride.
You ride?
Cause I mean, if we could get 1 million, I mean, and I can keep her, that's worth it.
well, yeah, I think that would be for anybody.
So nah, some people money ain't enough.
Okay, it's not. I don't know. That's a tough question, I guess. I got one for y'all guys.
Okay, what you
Would
got?
you rather not bathe for a month or not have internet for a month?
Time out. Before we answer that question,
What?
for everybody that was listening to the podcast on that last question that took the $5 million, I don't want to hear you niggas say anything about money ain't important. Because they be quick to do that. They be like, oh, I take 5 million, but then they'll be like, oh, well, money's not that important. Like, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
get on your job.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I had a hard time last on the because I think we had a question similar to this. Yeah, the king and queen, king question.
Be a
I was
king
like,
or lose your family,
and shit. I struggled.
never
I
have
was
family.
like, man, shit. You know, my daughter and all this shit. I'm just like, oh, I don't know. But then you said 55% of the marriages end in divorce. So I was like, you know what, you're right.
king me. All right, so
No internet for a month or go without bathing for a month.
I need to be clean.
I need the internet. I gotta.
Bro, what?
What? I mean, don't they got
The internet, nigga.
man, that old,
Okay, I'll say, read the question again.
Old Spice is legit, bruh.
Read the question again.
Would you? Damn, I lost it. So it was pretty much. Would you rather go without bathing for a month or go without internet for a month?
Oh no, give me the internet. I'll take a shower.
Nigga,
Words mean things.
would you go 1 month without washing your ass, or would you go 1 month without internet?
If you're gonna put it like that,
Honestly, you could probably get a lot more accomplished without the internet, so I'll take the shower. I'll take the bath.
I'll take the bath over the internet too.
shower.
would.
We're good.
Yeah, no, I'll take a bath over the internet.
Okay. Speaking of internet, would you rather be unable to use search engines or unable to use social media forever? Y'all better think.
Search engines or social media?
Would you rather be unable to use search engines for the rest of your life or unable to use social media for the rest of your life? Think critically.
I'm gonna go without social media. As hard as it would be, because that's like I'm a magnet to social media. I would rather have search engines than social media.
J-Rock?
You don't even be on social media like that anyway.
Nigga, you ain't
I
even on
don't.
Facebook, dog. This nigga don't post nothing.
Yeah, what do you,
I
what do
mean,
you
it's
even,
search engine, obviously.
do you have to think about that?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all do the social media, so yeah, we're good.
So you don't bring no subjects. You don't bring no equipment. You don't bring no questions. You don't do social media.
Bro,
I'm just here. I'm just here.
Just here. This nigga just started doing editing.
Y'all wildin'. All right. No, yeah, that's the correct answer. Because I was about to say, like, you know how much shit you're limited to if you don't have a search engine?
No, 'cause I was trying to think, was there a way around it?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, even if you're like, okay, I'm just gonna use Wiki, that's still a search engine on the page. Mm-hmm. So I was just trying to say, was there a way around it we can technically get both? But
It ended for me on YouTube because I watch old NBA highlights. You gotta search it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Social media ain't helping me with that. I need basketball, so yeah. keep
Some
it moving.
people will argue that YouTube was actually a form of social media though.
Man, but that's a stupid argument.
Is it?
Yes, because who's commenting on it? What loser is commenting on a YouTube page?
a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we got a few comments on our one YouTube video.
Okay. Hold on.
There's
Clean that up. Go on, clean that on
There's
up, Chris.
conversation that goes on. I mean, what makes it?
No, there's
what
no
makes it any
apologies.
different?
There's no apologies for that.
What makes it any
You
different?
commenting on a YouTube? How often in your lifetime have you commented on a YouTube video?
Rare.
How you?
Twice.
Yeah.
In
I
your
can-
lifetime.
I can count on the number. I can count on one hand.
I can count on one hand, nigga. That's not social media. Ain't nobody
Just-
posting on YouTube.
Well,
Just because y'all are, we just said
Well,
that
no,
Rock doesn't ever post on social media, but just because we are, don't mean that that's not a.
I'm sorry, but if you have YouTube friends, you're a loser.
Yeah, they're called subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, okay,
No,
so
subscribers are like people who are checking out my content. They're not my friends.
Well, I don't even, if you put it that
Okay,
way, I don't think,
so
I don't think you
let me
have
ask
a
you-
friends list.
what defines social media for you?
Yeah. And why wouldn't YouTube be that?
Social media, as defined by me and me only, is Facebook, IG,
Okay, get outta here.
and Snap. If it ain't them three, if it ain't that three-headed monster, it ain't social media to me.
Snap is almost the same as YouTube.
There's Twitter too, though. But
Oh, I'm
there's-
sorry, Twitter. That's
but-
the one. That's the third one.
What can you do on those platforms that you can't do
Oh,
on
I got
YouTube?
you. I got you. So, what's defined as social media to me is something that is driven by, like, commenting and almost want to say replying. Like either I comment on something or I reply to something.
That's YouTube.
No, YouTube is
No.
primarily driven off watching.
Right, but it also goes by the likes, dislikes, and notifications. That's me replying to you with content.
That's
as
not
well.
commenting.
You can leave it has a comment section. You can leave a comment.
Yeah, but that's like the last thing you do on a YouTube page. Like literally the first thing you do on a YouTube page is you watch the video or you like it.
All right. Here's a
Second thing you do is subscribe. Once you see that you like what you're listening to, the very absolute last thing you do is actually comment.
Here's the definition of social media that I looked up
Oh my
on a
God.
search engine.
This guy.
So before you do
On a
that,
search engine. I caught that.
all right. So before you read that, the Childish Gambino has 4,400,000 comments.
Okay.
So it
How many does it have on social media as a whole?
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh, you don't know that number.
Social media, a website or application that enables users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. Is that not YouTube?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Why not? For the sake of time, because we're
Yeah.
closing on 2 hours. You're
know.
right.
I just
You're
wanna
right,
make another
Abe.
argument. I just
You're
wanna make
right, Abe.
No, because here's my thing. When I went and fasted, I fasted from social media, and I definitely did not include YouTube. I definitely give YouTube. No,
So it's not.
Yo, this shit don't count, nigga. All right, y'all.
we got anything else?
Nah, man. We done. Oh, do you have another question?
I don't bring content to this channel. What are you doing?
No, you bring content.
No,
you
no.
just do it on the spot. You don't pre-plan shit. Nigga.
Yeah, that is
No.
too funny.
No, we're good.
All right, man. We got nothing else. This is your boy King Ave signing off.
Join with J Rock with no content.
And Rez, episode 20. Who would have thought this shit would have lasted so long?
Real talk, man. Speak between the lines. We out here.
All right, 1.
2.